A bunch of you guys have also asked about this real quick. Just to point it out, this is that Godslayer game that was just they just showed off. And like I said, this is coming from, I mean, it looks very, very good, but this is coming from the same team that previously did like My Time at Portia and Let's School. Like, I would not have guessed that this was their next project, you know? Like, props, but I'm gonna need to see it. Like, I'm gonna need to see a live demo. I personally think. I think this looks really cool, which is why it's got 2.2 million views. But I'm gonna need to see it like running. I think in real time. The movement also seems a little weird. So you see, watch his legs move, but then watch his actual movement. So when he goes from standing still, like right here, goes into full speed, but like slowly starts moving. It's a little weird and staggered. Like the movement just seems like there's a delay to it. It's just weird. There's a couple of weird things where I'm like, I'm not sure how this would feel. But I do think that the premise seems interesting. Like, look at that. You can use your abilities to break the roof tiles. Like, this is clearly something people think looks really, really cool. I'm just seeing a couple of weird things that made me go, okay, maybe we like need a demo or something. But yeah, like this sequence is kind of cool. Okay, little parry action, punch, punch, punch. Rude. That's cool.
Cool off, you lot.
The water actually pushes you down the street. That's cool.
Gonna be cold.
And then freeze the water, turn them to ice. That's cool. So like there's a lot of really interesting dynamics here where there's one system that ties into another. You use the one system to pull the water tower over. The water system then goes and washes people away. Then you use the freezing ability to then turn the water into ice. Like, I love interlocking systems like this that work with each other. I think a lot of other people love it too, which is why this looks pretty cool. I still think like there's a good amount of clunkiness that I'm seeing at least, but the concept is solid, and the concept is way harder to fix than some clunky controls and movement. You know, that stuff can be adjusted. If the idea of the game sucks, there's no fixing it, but you can always adjust and polish gameplay up. And I think what they're seeing now is people really like this idea. People really like what they're seeing, but it's a whole other thing to get it feeling good in the hands. And I'm just seeing a couple of things that make me think that it might be a little clunky in its current state. But I mean, it looks pretty crazy. That was smooth. You're technically in a new level right now. Like, you're in a new area, but they transitioned it that smoothly. No cuts, no load screens, just right there. Love it. Well, pretty cool. Then freeze it. Freeze it. Yeah. I'm a pro. See, interlocking systems that work with each other. I like that. I like that. That's cool. Woof, the frame rate. So like, again, I like all these things. I think it's, oh, the frame rate's also struggling there. That's okay though. Like, you got time to polish it up. Oh, it's a mech game too. Who knew? Honest question. This is going to come as a shock, or maybe no shock to some of you. I don't know a lot about furry culture. Is it possible for this to also feel like a furry game if the thing is not in fact furry? If it's made out of metal, can it still be a furry? I don't know. I don't want to be presumptive, you know? Yes? Yes. Yep. Yes. Learn something new every day. Still an animal? Okay, well, there you go. There you go. Because you might be like a furry person, a fur people, a furman who likes some sharp edges. In which case, this game is like right up your alley, you know?
Head for the signal.
Okay. Metal Moss. The $5 super chat. It's a synthetic furry. Back to lurk mode. That was a good reason to come out of lurking. Okay. Like, is it just me or does he run super slowly? Like, again, these are easy things to change. It's not that big of a deal. I don't want anybody complaining. The rest of it looks amazing. Cut to Luke complaining about the running speed. I'm just saying, like, why is he running underwater? If it just feels weird. Nice.
Come on!
The Godslayer. Looks super scripted. That is technically what you call a scripted sequence, yes. It is scripted. It's how most things that follow script are. But I think, you know, with these types of things, they're going to show you the coolest parts, right? Like, so when they show you the coolest parts, which they probably are going to show you, the scripted, cinematic, linear stuff, they're going to focus on like the big budget, big crazy stuff to be eye-catching, which is what they've done with a $2.2 million or a million viewed trailer. And so it's clearly working. But with these types of games, you always have to just ask, what's the connective tissue? It's what I asked about like Black Myth Wukong. Some of you guys will remember. We would watch those boss fight trailers and stuff on stream and be like, wow, yeah, this does look crazy cool. But what do you do on the way to the boss fight? Like, what do you do between boss fights? What's the connective tissue between the fights? And it turns out they weren't showing that because it was far and away the weakest part of the game and left a lot to be desired. But with this, it's a similar question to be asked. Like, okay, is there a leveling system? Is this going to have like exploration levels? Is it going to have puzzles? Like, what is breaking up this? Because this is a lot. This is a lot of high intensity cinematic stuff. It's unrealistic to think that it's going to be 15 or 20 hours of this. And I don't think that would even necessarily be that good. I think it'd be exhausting. You have to have some moments of quiet to to complement the moments of loud. And so I mean, I'm sold on the cinematic stuff. This looks crazy, and this is very intense, and this is not easy to pull off. This level of like moving parts and seamless transitions. This is very, very impressive. It's going to be, what do you do between these moments? That is my main question. But I will say, as a concept, I'm intrigued, very intrigued. So, you know, it accomplished what it needed to do as like a trailer that most people are seeing for the very first time to find out about this project. So I think it's a very, very good trailer. It makes me understand what the game is, you know? It's why like people still throw a fit over my initial reaction to Intergalactic. Because for one, I made a comment. Oh, thank you. She made me a coffee. Wife pogs. I'm gonna have to explain to you what pog means later. She's gonna be like, what does that even mean? I will say, people still throw a fit over my initial reaction to Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, because when we were watching the trailer, you know, they show the kind of retro-y vibe thing, and I saw the retro vibe displayed, and I went, Concord 2, and bro, people still will send me DMs on like Instagram throwing a fit about that. Be like, it's not Concord, it's different. It's like, bro, you're one of 3 people who has watched that stream clip in the last month, you know, like, what are you doing? It was very funny. But in that initial reaction, my reaction to the trailer was that it didn't give me a good idea of what the game was, right? Like the trailer, it just kind of showed me a couple of the characters. I vaguely know what we're doing. Like, I guess we're going to go find members of her former team. But other than that, I have no idea what the game even is, except for that last little moment where like the blade goes out and then you jump towards a robot. But that's it. I don't know if we're exploring. I don't know what like boss fights look like. I don't know what any of the game actually is. This, on the other hand, I understand what this game is. I still have some questions about, like I said, the connective tissue. But I get what they're making here. I understand what they're trying to do. It's like Avatar: Last Airbender mixed with Infamous. I get it. I see the vision. I understand. I like it. So I'm here for it. Like this, I feel, is what you need a trailer to really do, you know, is to just sell the concept, sell the idea. And again, it is hard to get the idea right, and it's comparatively easy to polish it up, you know, so even if the movement's a little weird, they can fix that.
Hey Luke, do you deal with the latency with your wireless headset, or do you have any? Currently in a dilemma.
He took my thing. Red